Okay, so hello, Assalamu alaikum students. This is your teacher, Askabat, and now today I am going to share one more paper with you. And this is your latest paper, IGCSE Business Studies. Um, we did 2 Feb March 2024, as you can see. So today, in this paper, we are going to solve 4 questions. We have 1 hour 30 minutes to solve your total paper. And now let's see that how can we solve it. So we have to answer all the questions. Okay. So, okay. So, the first question, in the first question, there is a TCH, company name is TCH, and this is a small bakery producing pastries and cakes. So, basically, this is the secondary sector. This is a manufacturing company because there are people who are making pastries and cakes here, and but this is a small bakery. So, it operates in the secondary sector as we know, and the added value of TCH product has increased since it opened 3 years ago. So it opened 3 years ago. So and nowadays they are making some profit out of their pastries and cakes. And TCH uses non-financial methods to motivate its employees because yes, this company is basically established 3 years ago. So of course they will be using some kind of non-financial motivators to motivate their employees because in my point of view there is almost impossible to motivate your employees by doing giving them some monetary value. So because it's been 3 years this company has set up, so maybe it is not so much profitable that they can give some money to their employees in form of maybe some fringe benefits or bonuses or maybe something else. So TCH business objective have changed since it's started. Basically, whenever a company is going to start, so its first 2 years is very crucial. It means that in the first 2 years we cannot expect about making profit because in 2 years we always tend to be on the break even level because of course the your company is new and it means that there are maybe though you don't have any customer base and people are not knowing about you, like you have to advertise a lot, and of course you have no connection in the market that you can somehow grab some suppliers who can give raw material you in a cheap prices. So it means that these problems are basically most of the fresh businesses like they are coping with these problems in the market. So that's why whenever you maybe see that like for example if I started making profit, so it means that we can change our business objectives. We can maybe turn the mode of profit maximization better than the survival mode. So there are basically the other reasons behind this that why the business objectives can change. But I think we have question related to this, so we will be solving it. So one of its new objective is to expand. So they are going to expand. So many businesses use external equipment when they expand. So basically, whenever we want to expand, so we want some kind of new idea school. Like we want some employees, which can bring a lot of ideas because they have expertise. They like had been working with the other companies, and means that they may be having a lot of ideas, a lot of unique thing which maybe your employees which working in your offices right now, maybe they don't have these kind of things. So that's why like it is very important that if we recruit the employees from the external resources rather than the internal resources. So that's why like for expanding I think this is a good idea. So let's see what's the question. So the first question is that we have to define the added value. So added value is simple, like you just need to write the definition here. You even like you don't need to write any example here. So this is just 2 mark question. So Its definition would be the added value is basically the difference between the selling price, between the selling price of a product and the cost of the bout in material and components. And components. Okay. And the second question is that we have to define the secondary sector. So secondary sector, like we are don't require we actually don't require to write any example here. Again, we are going to write only definition. So manufactured goods using manufacturers goods using raw materials provided by the primary sector. So we have done with our two questions. Okay, so now the next question is that outline two reasons why TCH multi subjective might have changed. So as you can see that it's been 3 years this company has been started, and uh, now they just changed their business objective. So and we noticed one more thing, that they're starting getting an added value from their pastries and their cakes. So it means that maybe they are starting making profit. So that's why we can say that there would be one more reason that why their business objective have changed, that maybe their previous objectives has been achieved in their battery. So because this is a 4 mark question, so it means that we have to outline the reasons and we have to explain it with in the term of like means in the term of context. It means that we have to use the context from the case. So it means that whenever you are using the word bakery, pastries, cakes, these kind of things, and whenever you are just taking out some chunks of the information from the case study and writing those chunks into your answer, so this would be your example. And it means that whenever you are writing anything, so it should be related to your business context. So this is also your application, you have to apply your answer. So if you're using even the name of TCH business, or maybe the bakery, or maybe the cakes and added value and like these kind of things which we have studied in the case study, so that's when you are applying your answer. Because for the O levels and IGCSE, it is very easy to to write the application, even if you are just writing the business name and just using maybe some components which have written in the case study. So if you are writing the main name of components, or maybe the name of product, or maybe the name of owner, the name of company, so it means that you are applying your answer. But for the AS levels and A levels, you have developed your application. So this is kind of a biggest or tough task. But yes, if you are in IGCSE, if you are in O level, so this would be very easy for you to write application here. Okay. So the first reason we can say, because I am just writing the answer in, we can say that and information that's like the bullet points, because it will take a lot of time if I write the whole like answer, the solved in a paragraphic form. So I'm not writing it here. So first of all, we can see that TCH objective achieved. How? Because we have read about the that they are increasing their added value. And since because their previous objectives achieved at factory, achieved at bakery, and by selling pastries and cakes, that's why they changed their objective to expansion. And the reason too can be because maybe they have changed their owners or maybe the managers in previous 3 years, and maybe they have come up with different ideas because each manager has their own ideas and their own planning, their own way of thinking and how can they run the business. So this is also be a reason that maybe if their manager's objective and their owner's objective change, so it means that they change their business objective. It is like very simple. Because managers are complacent to to achieve something, some kind of promotion from the business. So that's why managers always try to uplift their business by setting a higher objective for the businesses, so that if of course the business can achieve their objective, so it means that they can now achieve their own objective behind that. So that could be a reason. If you are a student, maybe the student which maybe just started reading his or her book, so this is not an ideal video for you, because this video is just for the students who read all like whole book of IGCSE business, and maybe they have solved most of the past papers. Because in this particular video I am not talking about it how to write the application, how to analysis, how to write the knowledge, like how many marks you will get from your each assessment objectives. So I'm not talking about it, so I'm just solving the paper. And if you are a new student maybe, and you are just saying you're just watching this video, so I just I'm suggesting you that you should first complete your book, attempt some past papers, and if you want some video from me to maybe to tell you that how to write answers perfectly, and how many assessment objectives are there, how to justify your answer, how to write conclusion. So if you want these kind of videos from me, so you can comment under the comment section, so I will definitely make such videos for you in the future. Okay, So the next question is for 6 marks. And in this particular question, we are going to talk about some explain two non-financial methods of motivation TCH could use. So just recall all the non-financial methods in your head. So these are basically job rotation, job enlargement, and job enrichment, team working, training, recognition, praising your employees is also one way of non-financial to motivate your employees, and also opportunities for promotion, okay, delegation. So like there are a lot of methods that we can use as a non-financial motivators. So but if any student write the non-financial method which is fringe benefit, so just remember that fringe benefit is not a non-financial method. Why? Because in a fringe benefits you are giving something to your employees which has some monetary value. For example, if you are giving them some convenience facility, okay, so it means that you are paying amount, you are paying some fuel cost for it, or maybe you are paying some, some fares for them, some maybe you have to purchase some kind of vehicle to drop them to their houses. So like, it means that you have to give something in monetary value. So it means that if anything has some monetary value, so it means that it would not be the non-financial methods motivators. Okay, so non-financial methods is always that there is nothing involved, there is nothing which has some in monetary value. So that is why we always concentrate on those type of non-financial motivators which doesn't have any money value. Okay, but yes, it can motivate your employees, it still can motivate your employees. So first of all, we can say the job rotation, because this is, if this is a manufacturing company, okay, because this is a manufacturing company in real, so this would be better to rotate the job, because there are employees and there are laborers who are making, maybe some laborers making the dough for the cake, and someone else maybe decorating the cake, and maybe decorating the cake with the cream. So or maybe the other one is maybe just responsible to top the cake with different ingredients, like maybe different um like I said, like for example, different dry fruits, these kind of things. I don't know actually about the cakes, that which ingredients we should use to make a cake, because I never baked. So it means that if the job rotation is there, it means that if one person is doing the same job all the day, so now this person has an option that he can do the other job. So it means that it can decrease the boredom, and hence it can motivate him to work more. And also they by giving the job rotation, by using the job rotation as a non-financial motivator, it can also upskill your labor. So this is also one more benefit. So if the job rotation is there, so it means that it can increase the variety of work. And how this can increase the variety of work, I have told you about the functions which is related to bake the cake and pastries. Okay, so job rotation increase the variety of work, um, which can reduce the boredom. So how can this would be, like this is our analysis. Okay, so this can be decrease the boredom. I'm not writing the proper answers, I'm just writing the bullet points. Okay, but you have to explain it by your own. So decrease the boredom, and if the at the bakery by making the cakes. Okay, and it can increase overall motivation level. So this would be the benefit. And the method two, we can say about the team working. We can also talk about the team working. We can also talk about the opportunities for promotion, because of course if there is a opportunity for promotion, so it means that it can also motivate your employees, because they would be complacent, they would be ready to get the to get the promotion for themselves. That is why maybe they would work more, and they would be motivated while working. So this could, and one more reason, and if you are maybe recognizing your labor just for their work, so it means that they will feel pride on their selves, because now they know that because their owners are recognizing him for their work. So it means that maybe they will feel proud among their colleagues, and maybe the other colleagues would be motivated, because other colleagues would think that okay, if this person is recognized by his work, so it means that if we would do good work for our bakery, so it means that we will be praised by the owner, and we will be feeling same which this person is feeling right now. So this could be one more thing which by which you are using it, and you can motivate your employees. There are different things. So if I say the team working, so it means that team working, it means that maybe you are giving some task to a team to make a cake, for example. So if maybe you are giving the task to, so we're giving tasks to team members, so it will increase sense of belonging. And hence it can increase the motivation. Okay, and the last part is that explain two methods of external equipment business could use, which is likely to be the best method to use. Justify your answer. So we know that there are different methods to recruit externally. So we can use the hiring agencies, okay, recruitment agencies, which you have studied in your book. And we can also select the government job centers, local newspaper, national newspaper, okay, and online recruitment sites and specialist magazines. It means that we can use different methods to hire the employees. So if I say that maybe the mm, online recruitment agencies, if I maybe online recruitment sites, if I take the name of first one, that if I use the online recruitment sites, so what would be its benefit? So first of all, if you're using the online recruitment site, so it means that now you can access to the large number of customers, sorry, number of employees, number of potential employees. And uh, if I say that what its disadvantage, so its negative point would be that maybe internet is not using by a large audience, because there are still some areas in which internet connection is not available, and there are a lot of people who cannot access the internet. So maybe it means that you're using the online equipment sites, but still there are some people who may be potential employees, but you cannot access them because they don't have any internet facilities out there. So that could be a reason that maybe internet is not accessible for some people. And if I say maybe the recruitment agencies, so if I say recruitment agencies, so there would be the benefit that it would save the administration time, because you don't need to recruit and you don't need to do the interviews. So it would be done by the recruitment agencies, time and cost. Um, but there would be the con for it, and the con would be that recruitment agencies would charge a fee. So if in the conclusion we have to say that which may be more useful, so if I say um, that maybe the recruitment agencies are more useful, so I can say that maybe recruitment agencies, because this would save time. If I maybe go with the recruitment agencies, so if I can say that maybe if you are using the recruitment agencies, so it will save time first of all. And but the online recruitment, but if we compare this with the benefits of the online equipment, so by online equipment we can grab maybe the larger audience. And we can say that if maybe there are many people we can reach, so maybe the online equipment, if I say that, if I say that equipment indices are more good, so how can we justify it? Because see that this is the business who require skilled labor, because they already have, I think, 6 or 10 people who are skilled in their own task. Okay, so it means that maybe if we are using the online equipment site, so it means the people who may be contacting us, maybe they will not be skilled labor, and we have to give them the training. Okay, so of course it would cost us a lot. Okay, and if we use our equipment agencies, yes, we have to incur some cost at the start, but we can sure one thing, we can have a surety about one thing, that the people who are coming to our office, who are coming to our bakery, they are skilled labor. They know how to make the pastries, how to decorate the cakes, how to decorate the pastries, how to communicate with your customers at the bakery. They know all the things. Okay, so this is you can say that in my point of view we should fixate it on this point. Because if I say if we see the objective of the business, so objective of business is that they are going to expand. So if they are going to expand, so it means that it would be more crucial for them to have a skilled labor. Because of course if they are expanding, if they don't have any skilled labor, so it means that they will do a lot of errors, and of course it can damage their sales, their revenues. So that is why in my point of view, maybe taking the advantage or taking or hiring the employees from using the services of the recruitment agencies would be more good for like at this point. So this is my point of view. But yes, you can go with the online recruitment also. Now this is only totally up to you. So whatever the answer you will do in this person, you will write in this person. This is totally upon you. So your answer should be logical. Okay, whenever you're writing the answer, so just remember one thing, that your answer should be the logical. It means that you should justify your answer very well, and it should link with your content from the book, and the pros and cons you're writing in it should be logical also. So in that case, whatever the answer you are going to write, it would be acceptable by the CIs. Okay. So let's go with the second case study. So PLY manufactures hats. Okay, so this is the second case study, which is from the secondary sector. So PLY manufacture hats in its factory in country X. The economy of country X is in a recession. So like this is a bad news for the business. So PLY sells its hats online to the mass market. So if you are targeting the mass market, so there are chances that your sales can increase, but there are a lot of competitors also who are competing with you, and it means that maybe you will be having a lot price war with each other. But yes, if you are targeting the mass market, so it means that your cost would be lower. So this would be the benefit of the mass market. And but it would be also difficult for you to identify their needs, because this is a mass market. It means that there are more people who are targeting by you, and each individual has their own choices and their own taste and passion. So like it would be very difficult for you to target their needs, to meet with their needs. So but yes, so it uses email to communicate with its customers. Okay. So if you are emailing the customer, so like there would be some pros and cons for it. So PLY uses market research when making decisions. So yes, this is a very good thing, because making before making any decision, you should done some, you should do some market research, because it means that if you have the market research, so now you can easily use the tools which may be ideal to locate or to identify the needs of your target audience. And also you can easily translate your product as per the needs of your customers. So managing directors is considering ways of PLY to become more environmentally friendly. So as she is aware of new legal controls over business activities, so she is also aware of the role of pressure groups. Okay, so like pressure groups, so it means that PLY have to be environment friendly, because now there are legal controls, and if maybe they don't take if they don't take attention towards the legal controls, it means that this could be give them a negative publicity, and also they have to pay the penalties. Okay. So we have the first question that identify two characteristics of a recession. So whenever the recession is there, so what are the two characteristics? Like what happens when we say that okay, yes, this is a recession in our country? So we have to write the characteristics of the recession. So first of all, there are different characteristics. Um, First one, we can say that maybe low levels of business, low levels of business investment. And second one, we can say that maybe GDP falls. And the second question is that we have to define the pressure groups. So now the pressure groups are basically they are the people and they are the community which can create a hurdle for your business activity. So pressure groups are groups who act together are the groups of people who act together mm, to try to force business or government to adopt certain process policies. Okay, so now we have this next question that we have to two ways, two ways PLY could be affected by legal controls over business activity affecting the environment. So first way we can say that because um, maybe we have to pay the taxes, and it means that, or maybe we have to find the alternate ways for the disposal of waste, which may reduce action from the pressure group. So this is the first way. Uh, and the second way we can say that maybe PLY mm, have to use renewable sources of energy, and it means that they may have to change their they may have to change their energy resource sources. And in its factory. Okay, so the next question would be for the 6 months. Okay, so in this question, we have to explain. Okay, so in this question, we have to explain one advantage and one disadvantage of PLY using email to communicate with its customers. Okay. So now, for example, if we say its advantages, okay. So this its advantages would be that it can be sent to many peoples at a time. Mm, we can say that the advantage of using the email would be saving time and cost. So first explanation would be that it can be sent to many people. So that's why it can save the time and cost, decrease the cost. Uh, so that would be beneficial for the PLY because PLY can now focus on the other activities. Uh, because they are such as becoming the environment friendly. And the disadvantage would be um, that maybe um, cannot check out by the many customers. And we can also say in the disadvantage, because we have to identify the disadvantage, so we can say that uh, may lose the main may lose the main may lose the objective of sending email, because the main objective is that we have want to inform our customer on something. But if we are using the email, so it means that we will lose our objective. And how we can lose our objective? It may lose the objectives. And how can this happen? Because it maybe cannot check out by the many customer. And the reason would be, that maybe your emails would go into the junk folder. So maybe this would be it means that maybe so we can be miss out the vital market research information. So because we are also doing the market research maybe by sending the emails, so that's why it means that we can uh, miss out vital market research information. Okay, and the e part is that explain two reasons why business use market research. Which reason is likely to be the most important? Justify your answer. So we have to write the reasons behind the market research, that why the business is doing the market research. So first of all, the first thing would be that we have to identify the customer needs. Of course, we are doing the research just want to identify the customer needed, which type of hat they want, which style is more trending between the your potential customers. Okay, so that is why it is very important to do the market research, because we want to identify the needs of the customers. So identify the customer needs. Okay. And it, how it would be beneficial for you, because it will reduce the risk of the risk when developing or maybe launching a new product. Okay, and the second thing we can say, mm, we can say maybe the second thing, that maybe it would be easy for you to predict uh, how changes in trends in consumer taste and fashion may affect future demand. Okay, so if we have to write its justification, that why it is important, like which region is likely to be most important to do the market research. So I can say that maybe the market research can help identify the customer needs, as I said in the first point. So which reduces risk when developing a new product. Okay, and it means that it also have to decide how to price our product, because it is very crucial, because we are dealing in the mass market, so probably the most competitors would be charging a low prices to them. So that is why it is very important for us that what are the prices in the market by like the from the side of the competitors, like which percentage of prices or which prices they are charging for their product, so that we can set up competitive prices in the market. And this is very important to do the market research. And now because we are expanding, and that would be very crucial for us, because we are expanding and we should make sure that our sales should be increased further. So that is why if we want to increase our sales, so it means that of course we have to cater the needs of our customers and we have to set the prices. So I think the most important reason is to identify the customer needs. So because yes, if you are not using if you're not using those products to sell your customers, which maybe don't translate in the needs of your customers, so it means that your customer would not be interested to purchase the products from you, and that's why you can maybe losing your customer in the future, and hence the sales would decrease and the profit would also decrease. So this can be a reason that why this first thing would be more important, uh, why that we are why we should do the market. So this is the first important reason. Okay, so now let's do the third question. Okay, so third question is that FR is a multinational company. It has hotels in 18 countries, and FR wants to expand into a new market. So just remember that whenever the we are expanding, so yes, we would be achieving economy of scale, but we would be facing different diseconomy of scale also. And one first, like one is the main disadvantage is that we would be facing the communication barriers. So FR wants to expand into a new market and is planning to build another hotel. FR's marketing director is considering how the market can be segmented. FR's financial, so we know that there are different benefits of market segmentation. It means that now we have a very, you know, small group of people, and now it is very easy for you to target them, and also it is very easy for you to do a market research for them, and we can easily turn our product into their needs and demands. So yes. The financial director is considering which source of finance to use to fund the expansion. He's also constructing a cash flow forecast for the new hotel's first year of trading. So now, like, this is very beneficial if you are preparing this cash flow forecast, because this would be giving you some kind of sense that how much cash you would be needed, and how can you control the cash, because whenever we are going to start a new project, so it would be very crucial for us to know to run and to handle the cash problems and to handle the cash things. Because if we are maybe a kind of negligible towards the cash, so it means that maybe we would overspend, and because this is a new project, so it means that we cannot achieve our cost effective objective. So that's why. Okay, so identify one cash inflow and one cash outflow for a business. So this is very easy. So cash inflow would be sale of a product, but it should be in cash sale. It should be a cash sale. And cash outflow would be paying expenses, maybe wages or rent. Okay. And the B part is that two factors which identify two factors which might affect the source of finance a business chooses to use. So sources of finance, we can say two factors. So whenever we are going to take the decision that which source of finance we should choose, so there might be the different factors which can influence our choice. So two of them would be the purpose, that what are your purpose, because if maybe you have a purpose just to to purchase a machinery, so of course you will be using the source of finance which may be a short-term finance. But if you want the finance to raise a finance for the expanding, or maybe to invest in a very large project, so it means that of course you will be choosing the long-term finance with a more amount. So first one would be purpose, and second one would be amount required. And we can also say legal form of business, because this is very important. Because if you are a sole trader, so it means that maybe you cannot get the bank loan easily, because most of the bank, if you see that they always give the loans to them, which is PLC and PVT, private limited company, because they don't want to take the risk. Because if there is a sole trader, so it means that now there is a great chances that maybe this sole trader cannot be pay back your money easily. So, but if there is a and although by because this is say if this is a sole trader, so it means that the person would not give you any collateral security. This would be also a reason. And if this is a PLC and private limited company, so it means that they have the property and machinery, sorry, property and buildings, premises. So it means that now they can maybe give you a collateral security. So that's why banks would always tend to give the loans to the larger businesses. So that's why it is important to know that what is the legal form of your business. Okay. So after that, the next question is that identify four ways a market can be segmented. Okay, so how can we segment a market? So like there are different, you can say ways. We can segment the market by age. Okay, and we can segment the market by gender. We can segment the market by family size. We can easily segment the market by income. That maybe we will target only the high income, maybe the family size, which may be the large family, or maybe the small family, sorry. Gender, it means that maybe we will be targeting only the male and females. And the age, maybe we are targeting only teenagers, or maybe old age people. or maybe the people who are their ages from maybe 20 to 35, maybe 45. Okay, so it means that we can target the market in many ways, so that it would be easy for us. Because if we are targeting the female gender, maybe we are producing the cream for reducing the fine lines on your face. So it means that now we have a target audience, the gender, and we will be targeting over 35 years of age females. Because after 35 years, you will be seeing different, wrinkles on your face. So that's why. So it means that now it is very easy for you to uh, target the audience, their needs. Like as you can see, this is very easy, because now we have a very small sample of people, like small number of people, and we have their age, we have their gender. So now we are like very easy for us, very we will be doing the market research in our comfort zone, and we don't have to invest a lot in the market research. So that's why. Okay, so the D part is that explain two advantages to FR of being a multinational company. So that there would be different advantages. So one of them, that we can spread the risk. MNCs can spread the risk because they have different product ranges. They have different like, they have different projects. So it means that maybe if uh, any one of their project is giving them a loss, so but now they are still making the profit by running the other objects. And it goes with the same, it similarly, if we have different product ranges. Okay, if we maybe preparing, if we are manufacturing 6 to 7 product, maybe we are selling the 6 to 7 product in a market. If you see the Nescafe company, so they can gain the profit in winter season by selling their Nescafe coffee in the market. But they do have a lot of other products, like they have juices, yogurt, and I think there are different other things in the market. So now it means that this is a Nestle company, yes, and they also have the like the water bottles. So it means that now they can easily make a profit in a summer season also. So as you can see that if we are expanding, so it means that our risk is basically spreading over the different projects and over the different products. So first advantage can be that MNCs can spread the risk. Okay, and now we have to explain it, because maybe we can say that maybe sales falling in a country, say because they have their business in 15 countries, I think, or maybe 80 countries. I just forgot the figure. So because maybe in any country their sales are falling, so they would be not getting, they don't have to take any pressure, because there are other countries from where they are making profits. So that's why. So if sales are falling in one country, so it means that uh, maybe offset by rising sales in another country. And the second advantage, we can say that maybe they would be able to operate on a low cost. Operating cost would be lower. And its exploration can be because um, we the I think it's what was the name of company? Yes, FR. So FR basically has different branches. in many countries. I think the name, I think I should see the figure. Okay, so 18 countries. FI has different branches in 18 countries. You should use the information from above. I'm not using it because I have told you that I just want to make this video short, so that's why I'm just writing the bullet points. So FI has different branches in 18 countries. So it means that they can create the higher margins. And if the higher margins, so it means that now they have more profit margins to cover the cost. So that's why they can operate on lower cost. Okay. And the E part is that explain two ways our cash flow forecast could be used by our business is likely to be the most important way. Justify your answer. So we have to explain two ways a cash flow forecast could be used by a business. So it is likely to be most important. Okay. So it means that we have to write its points that why it is important for us to have the management of cash flow forecasting. So we can say that it would be important. Why? Because it will support the loan application. Because if we have a forecast, so it means that we can show it to the bankers, and it means that maybe we can give some confidence to the bankers to give us the loan. Because if they see that okay, their cash flow forecasting is showing the positive cash flow, positive net cash flow, so it means that now they would be more confident to give you the amount. So because now they know that this business would be more profitable, and since you are this company FR is basically a multinational company, so taking the loans from the bank would be you can say that a great option. And also bank would be give them the loan very easily. And also because we have told in the above question that it depends upon the legal size of the firm, because since this is a the multinational company, it means that this is a public limited company, so it means that they can raise the finance by raising the selling the shares of their company. But again, if you are selling the shares, so it means that now you are basically sharing your ownership so with many people, so that would be a one more disadvantage for this. Okay, so it will support the loan applications. uh, to show if the business has sufficient cash to repay the loan. And the second thing we can say, because if we do the cash flow forecasting, so it means that it will be easy for us to identify the cash problems. Because when we will be making the cash flow forecasting, so it means that at that time we will be knowing that okay, like maybe we have to outflow more and there is low inflow, so we can easily identify the weak area that where we have to spend more and earn more, and we can easily find the problem in the cash flow forecasting. So that's why it is easily identify if there is a if there is a cash flow problem. So they can cut back the spending. Okay, so if now we are going to justify, so we can say that maybe, because maybe if we are using the support, if we are using cash flow forecasting for support the loan application, so it means that it can now show the bankers, or that how much cash we have, and maybe to repay the loan. Okay, so it means that it can also be used to identify that there will be a cash flow problem, so that if the business maybe can cut back on the spending if necessary. So in my point of view, maybe taking this option is more like this. I would give you the more points to option one, because this is a necessity for them, because they have to apply for the loan and they are worried about it, and they are going to open a one project. So that's why maybe this would be more important for them, to for to maybe the cash flow forecasting more important for them to support the loan application, because whenever they are going to take a loan, so it would be very crucial for them to have cash flow forecast with them, because whenever the banker would see the cash flow forecast, so only in that case you can give the confidence to that person from whom you are going to take the loan. So that's why in my point of view the first option maybe would be, I would give the more point to the first option. But now it's totally depends upon you, if you are maybe want to give the second point more, second point have, if you maybe prefer second point, so now it's your choice. We can also say that because the second option would be more right, because of course this they are going to start a new project, so it would be very crucial for them to to check that how much money they are going to spend. So if they say that maybe they have very low cash flow but they are maybe overspending, so that they can immediately cut back to the cost. So it would also like very important for them, because this is a new project and overspending would be the like overspending would be, you can say that happen in future. So that's why maybe the second, you can say that reason or the second way would be more crucial to prepare the cash flow forecasting. So now it totally depends upon you that which option you would choose. Okay, so finally we have the last case study. Okay, so Suleiman owns a small business which sells t-shirt on its website. So selling the t-shirts on website, it is very cost effective method. So he operates as a sole trader. Suleiman is analyzing data for his existing business. An extract from this data is shown in table 4.1. Suleiman wants to open his first shop and needs to decide on a suitable location. He is considering which type of sales promotion to use for the new shop. Okay. So we have a table 4.1 extract from the Suleiman's data for his existing business. So break-even output is 500 t-shirts. Current sales is 550 t-shirts. So it means that there is a margin of safety which is 50 t-shirts. So selling per t-shirt is 3.99. Variable cost per t-shirt is 1.99. So first of all, we have to define the break-even output. Um, so we can use different like we can say that where total, where total revenue equal to total cost. And the second question is that calculate the margin of safety, show your working. So this is very easy. How can we find it out? So first of all, we have to deduct the current sales from the break even output. Current sales minus break even output. So current sales were 550. and output break even output was 500. So 50 would be the margin of safety. Okay. So outline two methods. Sorry. Outline two methods of sales promotion Suleiman could use for the new shop. Okay. So we have to outline the two methods. Okay. So first of all, we can say, first of all, we can say maybe the after sale services, because maybe after selling the shirts, if Suleiman can give the after sale services, so it means that your customers would be more comfortable and would be more satisfied with your sales, and maybe it would increase your repetitive sales. Okay. And method two, we can say that maybe point of sale display, or we can say maybe the gifts. It means that because this is a new business, like because he's going to open his new shop, so if maybe he would be giving some gifts to his customer, um maybe let's suppose that maybe he would be giving gifts to its 10 first customers or maybe 20 first customers. So it means that it helped to increase its sales, which is right now 550. So it means that by giving the gifts, he can increase its sale by above 550. So this can be helpful for him. And D part would be that explain two factors Suleiman should consider when deciding on a suitable location for the new shop. Okay, so we have to write the factors. Okay, so the factors we can say, mm, uh, we can say that maybe mm, rent. Okay, because he is a sole trader and his sales are only 550 right now. Okay, so that's why it would be more important for him to maybe to see that what is the rent of the location, because if maybe the rent is greater, if the rent is maybe higher, so it means that it can increase the cost. So since this is a new business and it has only 50 of margin safety, 50 t-shirts of margin of safety, and it has only break even point is 500 units. So it means that maybe he cannot cover the fixed cost by maybe using its contribution. So now it would be very difficult for him, so that's why. So factor one would be the rent. So I'm just going to discuss the question. I'm not writing the question because I think it's been, I think, more than 1 hour that I'll be talking. So that's why. So factor two, we can say, um, that the level of competition, because first of all he would see, he should see that how many competitors he has. And so level of competition is also one more important, because whenever we are going to choose the location, so first of all we have to see that how many shops which is established there before you. And because of course if the shops are constructed before you, so it means that of course they would be having a larger pool of customers. So it means that they can give you a very tough competition. They can give the Suleiman a tough competition. And for the Suleiman, the margin of safety only 50 units. So it means that he can easily fall out towards the losses. So that is why for the Suleiman, I think it would be more suitable if you see the level of competition, because if there is a less competition, so it means that he can gather a higher market share. And since he's a sole trader, so that's why like it would be more crucial for him to expand more in the future if he wants. So the last question would be that, do you think operating as a sole trader is the best type of organization for a small business? Justify your answer. So it means that we have to discuss the benefits of being a sole trader in a small business. So first of all, we can say that of course in a sole trader we are like Suleiman is his own boss. We have our complete control, so it means that we can make quicker decision. So now like because the Suleiman is going to purchase a shop for his business, so it means that he is only one to take the decision. So if there is more partners here, so it means that he would be discussing the choices of a shop with the more partners. So now maybe the selecting a right appropriate shop for them would be difficult because every person has their different ideas. So that's why. And the other thing is that there would be unlimited liability. So it means that if business cannot pay its debt, because we have to talk about strategic advantage also. So it means that the Suleiman has to sell its own possessions to cover the debts. So that's why it would be the negative things. So first of all, if I say that maybe which is what, for example, the benefit of the soldier is more important. Okay, so we can say that maybe soldier complete has complete control. Okay, so it means that he can make a quick decisions. Okay, but however there is an unlimited liability because I just said. And so it means that maybe if in the future, if business cannot pay its debt, so it means that Suleiman has to sell its own personal possessions. And it can happen very easily because he has a very a short, a very small number of t-shirts of margin of safety. So that's why. So in my point of view, maybe it is beneficial for a small business to operate as a sole trader because maybe quicker decision making could lead to comparative advantage, or maybe which could help to increase sales, and also therefore reducing the chances of the business not being able to pay its debt. So that's why this would be, I think, more important, and it would be more beneficial if small business is a sole trader. So yes, so we have done with this part. So I think I will be making one more video for A levels business. 2023 milestone, because I have received many requests from the students that they want me to solve the paper 4 variant 2 my June 2023. So maybe I will be making next video on this topic. So we have done with the IGCSE business um, Feb March 2024 series. So yeah, bye.